Hi all, welcome to another round of Redski's Righteous Readings. I'm Redski, g'day. So we are continuing with the October monthly you and them couples and single spreads, and we are currently moving through to Aquarius. So Aquarius couples, you'll be first, and then stay tuned because we will do a special spread for Aquarius singles after. So Aquarius couples, let's see what's coming in for you and your person for the month of October. Okay, my dear Aquarius couples, this is how your reading goes. So you currently energy is the Star reversed, and funny that, sign of Aquarius. Your thoughts and feelings towards this connection is the Ten of Swords. Your outcome you are thinking is the Hierophant in reverse. Your person currently is feeling Six of Cups. Their thoughts and feelings towards this connection is the Ten of Wands reverse. Funny, you've both got tens here. And the outcome that they are seeing moving forward is none other than the Devil, sign of Capricorn. Okay, so let's begin your reading, my dear Aquarius. So you currently, the Star, as I said, sign of Aquarius. The Star reverse is really talking about a real deep-seated feeling, of feeling as if there is really unfulfilled hope, some disappointment, some bad luck, or that you've had lack of opportunity within this connection with your significant other. This has led to some stubbornness, bullheadedness, or a real imbalance here between the relationship. You feel that this has been, a bit of you don't want this to continue in the way it's going. You want a more satisfying experience within this connection, and you don't want to feel as if your hopes are being unfulfilled and that you are having a lack of opportunity and pessimism within this connection. Your thoughts and feelings are the Ten of Swords in its upright. So your thoughts and feelings are really saying that you feel a lot of pain and affliction and mental anguish at the moment. You feel very disappointed. You feel mental anguish, maybe some desolation and misfortune has really fallen upon you. And you feel like you're kind of in a place of thought and feeling emotionally that you've come to a point of ruin. Tens are completions of cycles, and I'm seeing that this thought process is coming to an end. You've been really anguishing over over whether this connection is going to work with you and your significant other, Aquarius. And I'm seeing here that it really has left you with some real feelings of mental anguish and affliction. You've really been worried about how this is going to work moving forward. The outcome you foresee in this connection moving forward is the Hierophant reverse. Now, the Hierophant is reminding you, excuse me, to be foolish and exercise generosity. Together you will feel vulnerable. Together you will be unorthodox. Together in this connection you will be, very renunciated and very indifferent. You'll show a side of like a frailty of each other to each other. You'll be very open. You'll be very susceptible, I want to say, to each other, almost like your two energies are almost blending, coexisting. It has a bit of a for energy of needing that other person, and we don't really want to. We want that person, but we don't want to need that person. This Hierophant energy with that Ten of Swords, be careful. You must be strong within yourself, within the connection of the couple. Bounds. You don't want to be absorbed by it and become codependent. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Divine. Codependent. You do not want to become codependent, and the Hierophant reverse does have a bit of condescension to that. Your person, my dear Aquarius, is feeling very Six of Cups at the moment. So they're really reminiscing about times well past. Really, going way back when in the memory bank, really going through their memories of past influences that have now vanished, or childhood past nostalgia, fade images, and you spark a childlike wonder in them, is what I want to say, which is probably why they're reminiscing of times long past. Their thoughts and feelings within this connection is the Ten of Wands reverse. And as I said, funny that you've both got tens. They're feeling there is some difficulties. They have some worries. They have some intrigue so about you. They're worried that there will be losses will occur moving forward. They have a real fear that they will be deceived, maybe even, but they just feel that there's going to be a lot of difficulties moving forward, and some losses may occur. They really have some worries there about how it's going to work as well, a little bit like you. Moving forward together, they feel that your energies would be the devil sign of Capricorn, and a sign that they do have some worry about being bonded to you. As I said, codependent energy here again, ringing its head in the outcome for both your cards, Aquarius. Codependency is not good. A little bit of red ski advice first before we get to that meaning. Codependency is not good. If you are codependent on someone, you cannot function without them. You start to become reliant on them. You start to be able to not think, feel for yourself. That's not the life you want. That's not how a couple's relationship really should be. You being absorbed within the person. You both should be two separate entities that work coexistingly within the one relationship, if that's making sense. Because back to the meaning, sorry, I digress. Malevolence, downfall, bad outside influences also, or advice, maybe straining the relationship. A real feeling of there would be some failure and an inability to move forward. Maybe a bit of violence, maybe self-punishment, and a real temptation to evil and self-destruction. They have some real reservations about the connection becoming toxic or codependent, or being so reliant that you will actually get on each other, under each other's skin, and that could lead to some rather heated conversation, Aquarius. So I'm seeing here there is some things to tackle. Having said that, all is not lost. Everything can be worked upon or mended or fixed. If this is a long-term relationship, I'm seeing here this is probably something that you have had in the background since day dot, and that you sort of work through it. It seems to maybe rile up maybe once a year or something, big blow up, separation, for a short period, and or I'm not talking to you, block you on the phone for the day kind of situation or whatnot. But that process seems to be an ongoing thing. It's something that the pattern has not broken, and I think that's because you really need to be strong within the individual, within the couple. Not be codependent, and not have yourself absorbed by the other, and vice versa. This actually is going both ways for both of you. It's not one party pushing on the other. It's actually you both are really, really driving the energy, and really, force on force here. And as I said, the devil sign of Capricorn, this could be a Capricorn placements. You've come out in your own reading in reverse. This is a real sign that two major arcana cards right at top and tail of this reading, as well as the Hierophant showing its face upside down. But this is really, bondage, connection here, an inability, temptation to evil, self-destruction. Be wary of these things, you know what I mean? If you feel that sort of going down that path, nip that in the butt, rein that shit back in, keep it on the line, okay? Aquarius, I wish you the very best, my Aquarius couples, for the month of October. I think you've got it. I think you know what you got to do. So red skis positive, you got it in the baggy, baby. Okay, so we will prepare for the Aquarius single spread now. Okay, my beautiful Aquarius singles. We've just had a mound of cards drop, but I don't argue with my cards. If you want 1, 3, or 10, if you get 20, so be it. So Aquarius singles, this is your October reading. So current energies: 3 of Cups reversed, 2 of Swords reversed, 5 of Swords reversed, 8 of Cups upright, High Priestess reversed, as well as dun 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 dun, final card, King of Wands upright. Okay, so what does all this mean for my dear Aquarius singles? Okay, so coming into October, my dear darlings, you're feeling a Three of Cups reverse. So you're really feeling like there's been some excessive pleasures coming out of September. You've had some overabundance, and you're feeling a bit of, like there's been some delays and lack of appreciation and a lack of solidarity here through connections of friends and unions. Two of Swords reversed. That's also speaking to the fact of feeling very misrepresented, feeling very dishonoured, or feeling as if there's been dishonour and treachery around you. False friends and lies. So with that Three of Cups, Two of Swords, that is telling me there that there is a real undertone of a disjointment between friends or relations due to the fact that they have been false towards you, dishonoured you, misrepresented you, and lied and been treacherous about you to your face or behind your back. I'm thinking more behind your back, but maybe even to your face if they're that crude. Five of Swords reversed. Having said that, I'd rather it be saying to my face than to my bum. Five of Swords reversed. So this is really talking about an uncertain outlook, a chance of loss or defeat, weakness, possible misfortune befalling you or a friend. Feeling that things are really gone to ground, I want to say. You really are uncertain here on how to fix these connections, and you're not actually quite sure if you actually effing want to be quite honest. You're looking at it and thinking, you know what, it wasn't that freaking great to begin with, you know what I mean? And this has brought you into sorry, my foot was in my way. It's messing with my cards. There we go. Apologies. 8 of Cups, which is saying, nah, I asked for 10, you give me 8. Laters, I'm out. 8 is not what I asked for. I wanted a freaking 10, so stick your 8 cups up your bum. I am walking my big Beyonce butt out of here, so kiss it, basically, is what it's saying, especially after that 5 of Swords. It's really saying stick it up your I ain't coming, because this is discontinued of effort, disappointment, abandonment of previous plans, modesty, shyness, and abandoned success, regardless of how good it's going. You're saying, I want a 10, you give me 8, I show you the door. The High Priestess reverse. And again, this is also speaking to that tone, because the High Priestess reverse is really speaking about really having some short-sightedness, some selfishness, a lot of passion, a lot of physical adore and, mystique, and, having some superficial and acceptance of superficial knowledge. But you're having real improper judgment here, my beautiful Aquarius singles, which is leading to a bit of ignorance and other people seeing you as being a bit ignorant and selfish. You are very passionate, and at the moment you're going through a phase of really being, physical peak styles, looking good, you know what I'm saying? You're getting the attention. But at the moment, like physically, you look peak. Mentally and internally, you're feeling kind of defeated and really flat. You're feeling really flat, like you've gone 10 rounds with Muhammad Ali and you just want the ding ding so you can just have a swallow your own tongue kind of thing. Like you're really feeling like your balls against the wall kind of thing. You're really feeling quite exhausted. King of Wands. Now this is beautiful to come through, especially at this point, because especially after everything I've just said, was the King of Wands is really affirming to you. Remember, my darlings, you are an honest and conscientious person. You are mature, wise, devoted, friendly, sympathetic, educated. You have a door. You have a way about you, a mystique, a privileged energy is actually what the divine is telling me. You light it up. You are the bulb, you know what I'm saying? And you would make great marriage material if you so chose ever to do so, my darling singles. And you would be a great parent and maternal figure to offspring if you don't have children already. So my dear darling single Aquarius, you know, you've got some shit around you, some people being rather nasty to a sword, 5 of Swords, you know, putting it out there, their thoughts and opinions, and really roughhousing you verbally, you know, stabbing you in the back and shit, something fierce. But you know, you're going to 8 of Cups the shit out of that. You are walking away from that. You will not have none of that shit here. You are strong within yourself. You know who you are. You don't need anyone trying to, you know, explain who you are to you. You will show them. Walk straight out the freaking door, and if it hits them in the face on the way, so be it. It's the last reminder that you were there. You know, people may see this as ignorant and rather selfish, but it's you being true within your own energy. And if ever people around you get confused about that, Aquarius, feel free to write them a sincere note of how you feel about it as you walk out that door and slam it in their face, because you are King of Wands. You are strong, you are wise, you are mature, you have, you know, you are kind, considerate, lovable, caring, cherished. You know, you are an important, loving person with compassion, empathy, and you radiate love, is what the divine is telling me. Especially during this ending of October, there is just an aura, a beautiful golden yellow bright canary to a sunset light faded Fanta orange around you. Beautiful. It's like gold and copper have intertwined in the most beautiful tie-dye. That's the only way I can explain it. That's the image the divine is giving me. But you are within that aura phase of real lightness and brightness and freshness, and you waft that energy through anywhere you go, and anyone that's around you gets caught up in that. And that's probably why you've ruffled a few feathers at the beginning of October, because some people are a little jealous of that. You're making people, you're making yourself noticed without even trying, and sometimes people can get a little bit jealous. So Aquarius singles, October month, you got this. That's all I gotta say. And anyone comes up hating, 8 of Cups them, just slam the door in their face and give them a sincere post-it of suck it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you're good. You don't need it. So, my beautiful Aquarius singles and couples, I hope you enjoyed your you and them spreads. Please like, share and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll look forward to seeing you again in our next reading. From Redsky and the Divine, thank you. Goodbye.